Yeah. Ghost, we make him fly like a ghost. If he want talk on the game, the heater gon' turn into toast. If he pull out and we spliffed on, he was just doing a distance. Promise we ain't gon' miss him. He's still gon' fly when we lift him. Bye, good riddance. Why is this hard, her feelings? To the top on a mission. I got a shot, take it with precision. You ain't up if you ain't down to get it. Fuck it, Bob, if you ain't vibing with us. No, no, no. Bye, bye, bye. Clock him out. He ain't gon' talk when the Glock is off. You ain't gon' talk when the Glock is off. Headshot, knock him out. Ah, get up, bye, good riddance. Sorry I had to do this. Sorry I'm being a nuisance. I just gotta get it. Ha, I'm Mary Jeans on my Louis V for the belt. 2 G's for the belt. Know the heater gon' make him out. Promise the heater gon' make him out. OD niggas know me. I just move along with a hand of throw.
Hey everyone. Hi everyone. How are you? Sorry if I'm not centered. How are you? I'm not sure if this video will remain solely on my Patreon. But for right now, I'm going to only upload it to my Patreon. Before I begin, if I post it on my Patreon, that means that people that pay to see my Patreon can view it. I would hope that I would be respected enough that people wouldn't take any of my videos and share them with people outside of my Patreon. Again, I have nothing to hide, but out of respect, I would never do that to anyone else. I would never share something said or posted behind a paywall of any sort and record it and share it with others. It's just a grimy, sleazy thing to do. So starting in April, my Patreon will change. New members coming in, member leaving, that's fine. I don't have an issue with that. So I wanted to say thank you to all my Patreon members that support me. I appreciate you guys. As I said, I'm not sure if this video will be uploaded to YouTube. Most likely it will after a few days. So this is a video that it's going to be like a rant video. Basically me just speaking to you guys and letting you guys know how I feel about certain things. Sorry if you can hear my son in the background. I did tell him I was recording a video, but you already know how teenagers are. Anyway, a lot has happened recently. I can say that a lot's been happening for a long time on YouTube. I think all my Patreon members may know, but again, if I share this to YouTube, you may not know. So there was a video done, I guess now it's more like 3 weeks ago, where I had an open panel and it was a get ready with me. And I had quite a few people on my panel. Some were on my panel first, then had to leave. But at the time of this discussion, when Enough is Enough was brought up, it was me, Wildflower, JJ, and Jim Jules on my panel. And we spoke about the Enough is Enough movement. We spoke about all of the behaviors being too much, all of it having gone too far. A lot of it went real life. And some may not be aware of this, but JJ has done a video on her channel, Enough is Enough, a month and a half ago. Wildflower has also done videos, a video on Enough is Enough. But we've spoken about this for months. Even if the hashtag Enough is Enough wasn't used in the title, we've spoken about how all of it is too much, how all these terrible behaviors like doxing is not okay no matter who does it, going real life, talking about SA, DV, as weaponizing it is not okay. We've said that for months. And I did a bereavement stream, right? And I was so upset by what I had seen that we spoke about it in the first half of the bereavement stream actually wasn't about bereavement. It was us, and I use the term as enough is enough. You know what I mean? I think everybody's point has been made. Like, what else is there to say? I think, can we move on? Can we all try to do better? So this is something that we've talked about for months. I did a video, a live, about abusive behaviors, about just things that are not okay. The harassment, it's like I felt like a broken record because I've said it so many times on my channel. Again, sometimes when you start supporting a creator, you don't realize, and you may not go back and watch their videos, especially with my videos, because a lot of them are just titled Sunday Chat or just random things. Now I'm learning to be better, to title exactly what I'm talking about. And now that I do have a computer and better equipment, I can go back and edit uh the titles and add to the titles, which is what I will be doing on my previous lives, just so that it's clearer to people that it wasn't just a Sunday chat, what was actually spoken about in the chat. So I will be doing that for all my previous videos to make it easier for anybody who may want to go back and see if I ever spoke about certain things, what I spoke about in the past, because I do know that you don't know until you know, right? You look at my videos, you're like, Sunday chat. You're not going to go through every Sunday chat to see what I'm talking about. So I get that. That some may not have known that I've been saying for months, me and JJ on my channel, and JJ on her channel, Wildflower on her channel. Like, so many people have been saying these types of behaviors are not okay. But there was always like click things going on YouTube. Now it just seems to have really gotten worse and worse. Like I said, because we've allowed certain things, myself included, I am guilty of having sat back and allowed things being in chats. And I'm not here to tell anybody what chat they should be in. And that if you're in a chat and a creator says some terrible stuff, that you should be guilty by association of what that creator says. I always feel like you should be held accountable for things that come out of your mouth, for things that you say. And I have made mistakes and I have said things that I regret. Never doxed, never gone real life, never. I've never given information to someone else to have someone else go real life on somebody. That's just something I'm not guilty of. And recently, people have, you know, tried to indirectly accuse JJ and I of committing crimes online, which we've never done, right? I'm not going to say that I haven't committed crimes. Over 21 years ago. I did, right? We all know I've shared it. I've been to prison. I did my time. I made mistakes when I was early 20s, 21, 22, 23. I paid for my crimes. I have not done any crimes in over 20 years. I learned my lesson. Being in prison, jail scared me straight. We have not committed any crimes online. And I think it's very, very irresponsible and dangerous to accuse people of crimes. I've never accused anyone of a crime publicly. Never. Um, anyway, so there's just a lot going on. So we did that video, I guess 3 weeks ago now, right? And there was a video made, and it was basically, I didn't watch it, but you always get the Cliff Notes version, right, from people. And it was a very short video, and it was saying basically that I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything about any of this stuff. Who am I to disparage the Enough is Enough movement, which I never did, actually. I never did. I've always said I'm in support of it. I'm in support, and I've been saying enough is enough for a long time. Doesn't matter who's saying it, right? What was said is that other people, right, will say that they feel that enough is enough, not the creator speaking, people in general, right, on YouTube or on Twitter. They'll be like, yeah, this is all too much. This is all, like, enough is enough. And they use it as a way to deflect from their bad behavior. Like, oh, well, I had to do this because, I need to stand up for the community, or I refuse to allow other people to suffer if I don't stand up. I think that that's a bit funny when it wasn't a problem. until it affected you personally. And people are like, oh, Selfie doesn't care if it doesn't affect her personally. There are so many people that can pertain to, right? Like, we've all been guilty of that. Like, some people only got involved because their friend was targeted, but then there are other people that stand up, like Dina Danzig. I have to give her credit. Let me tell you something. I have so much respect for her. She's always tackled all these topics from a place of unbiased, from a place of really just wanting it all to stop, everyone to do better. Like, seriously unbiased and very honest. And I can respect that. There have been times where I have wanted to say something, and out of fear, out of being intimidated, I didn't say anything. I would be in a chat and I would hear something that I didn't agree with, and I didn't speak up either. And for that, I apologize. You know, uh, I've tried to make it clear. I've never tried to uh, use it as a cop out, but I've always said as well, people's perspective, people's life experience, people's point of views will affect how they tackle things, how they speak, things that they cover, how they cover it, if they are a content creator. And I've been through trauma as a child, and I didn't have adults to protect me. I had my brother, thank God. So I was taught or manipulated into believing that my voice didn't matter. And from a very young age, I didn't speak up. I didn't speak up for myself, um, ever. And when I became a teenager, I would speak up for others, never for myself. I would speak up for others before I did for myself. And it's very difficult now that I'm in my 40s to change my character. And I'm learning to be more assertive. I'm learning not to beat around the bush, so to speak, which I do beat around the bush because I'm afraid. I don't want to make stuff personal. And when you speak on someone and you say their name, no matter if it's valid criticism, no matter if it's respectful or not, it becomes personal to that person, and it becomes messy. I've never been disrespectful to anyone. Let me retract that. Like I said, I've made a few videos and I've been harsh, I've been upset, I've reacted a few times. And before that, I was always proud that I was never reactionary. I responded to some things, but I didn't react. But then there were a few times where I did come and react. Guys, I'm sorry. I know I could edit that out, but listen, we're not doing that. Anyway, um, made me lose my train of thought. But uh so there were times where in the past, I was in cliques, so to speak, right? And I defended people always with respect, but it bit me in the ass. It did, you know. So I've tried to learn from my time on YouTube. I try to be better, and some people don't believe that I have the right to come here and not speak specifically and mention a person's name because it's me, right? I don't Selfie. She, if she can't say a name and she wants to beat around the bush, she needs to shut up. But then recently on Twitter, somebody else who does very similar things is like, oh, stop bashing said person. And this is not to bash that person. That person has the right to speak up when they feel like it, not speak up when they don't. Like, you can't change people's characters. But it's funny because the same people that condemn me, right, for not speaking up, for not using specific names, were on Twitter like, oh, certain people, that's just not their character. They shouldn't have to be forced to speak up. And I'm like, what the hell? Did I just have an outer body experience? Seriously. Weren't people just in my chat, like hammering us, like for doing that same thing, for choosing to be careful when I spoke? Because I've learned that it becomes messy and that it becomes personal. But no, Selfie can't do that, but someone else can. And then you want to say you're not biased. I've admitted that I've been biased. If you talk about JJ, I'm going to be biased. Biased as hell. I am. That is my girl. That's like my best friend. That's like my sister, bro. I'm going to be biased when it comes to her. I've been biased in the past in certain situations, yes. But I've come and I've been honest. Yeah, I was biased. I've admitted I've been a hypocrite sometimes. I have. But it's the other people that are so adamant about calling other people hypocrites that will never admit that they themselves have been hypocrites, have been biased, and are biased right now. A lot of people that I thought were completely 100% level headed, always tackled things from a place of tolerance and fairness and acceptance, have showed their intolerance, have showed their bias. And it's okay because we all do that. We're all human. But Selfie can't be afforded that. God forbid JJ be afforded that, right? Wildflower can't sit on the fence. And Wildflower has spoken up many a times, saying that it's not okay. Many a times. But because it wasn't to their satisfaction, whoever they is, if the shoe fits, wear it. Okay? Because it wasn't up to their satisfaction, it wasn't good enough. Or it wasn't, you don't have the right to speak up now because you were in Roadhog's chat before. So many of us were in Roadhog's chat. So many of us, right? Like I said last week, you don't know until you know. Okay? I've been guilty of supporting people that were problematic. Yeah, I have. Yeah, I have. Okay? And I sincerely apologize for that. For everyone that's been targeted, I apologize to you. Directly, I apologize to you. I've made mistakes, right? I've been angry. I've been petty. Yeah. So I was in his chat, right? And when I saw things were like too much, I was like, okay, I can't anymore. I can't, you know? And I also see people may know AZ. I was friends with her and we had this whole big, thing falling out. I will never come here and drag AZ because like I fucked with her hard, you know? And I will never come and disrespect her, never. And I will also never come and tell AZ what she has the right to speak about when she's been personally affected. Never. I'll never come here and tell her she doesn't have the right to get on her channel and handle things how she sees fit to handle things. Because I would do things a little different. That I don't have the right to put my expectations onto her or to anyone else. And that's all I've ever said on my channel is that I don't tell people how to run their channel, what to say on their channel, how to do things. I don't. I don't tell people if you're in somebody else's chat, don't come to my chat. I've never said that. Everyone is welcome as long as they're respectful. I do have 3 people blocked on my channel, which is my right. It's my channel. If you've been extremely disrespectful to me, I do not have to allow you in my chat. I don't go to your chat. I don't go to your channel disrespecting you. I've never done that. I don't go into somebody's chat and disrespect them or put laughing emojis because I think it's funny that they're going through something right now. I've never done that. Never. Have I talked shit, vented privately? Yeah. Have I been petty sometimes in chats? Yeah, I have. I have. But I've never been malicious. I've never sought out to harm somebody, to hurt somebody. Never. I've never done that. And I know that people I have hurt indirectly, right? By being complacent with things that I saw, not speaking up. And again, for that, I am sincerely sorry. Okay. But I will not allow people to dictate what I say on my channel, what I'm allowed to say on my channel. If I choose not to want to get personally involved in the mess, that's my right. And I don't think it's fair that people, sorry, excuse me, come and tell me either, no, you can't speak about this because you were supporting such and such a month ago or a week ago or yesterday. We don't have the right to do that. And I've been saying it for months that once we start doing that, it's a slippery slope, man. Once we allow it, it just snowballs out of control. And it has. It has. Okay. I've never been okay with doxing. I've never been okay with talking and weaponizing any past struggles that people have had. Okay. Never. But I also will not have people tell me I don't have the right to my opinion. I can't speak on certain things. You can't do that. You cannot do that. I will not allow that. Also, people may not know, right? I said it maybe a few times in my first video when uh real was called the N-word by someone. I came and that was way before when me and real were, not fucking with each other. That was before we even made amends publicly on Twitter. And when somebody called him the N-word, I came to my channel. I was like, that's not okay, bro. That's not okay. Racism is not okay. I've never, ever, ever played with racism. Never. Okay. I've dealt with racism. I am a minority. I have a brother that is half black and does not look Hispanic at all. And I've dealt with racism from everyone, right? People would say, oh, you want to be black, so you're, traveling around with this little black boy, pretending he's your brother, pretending we have the same mother. Like I've dealt with it from all races, right? My brothers dealt with it. My family's dealt with it. My mom was dark skinned, and we always had people. I remember there were instances where people would talk about my mom in Spanish, not knowing my mom was Puerto Rican, and calling my mother mono, which means monkey in Spanish, and just being really, really nasty to my mother. And my mother would turn around and shock them and answer them in Spanish. And so no one knows my experiences with racism, right? And someone's addiction past, someone's bad behavior does not excuse racism. Okay. I am in recovery. I am in recovery 21 years. And in my lowest of low points in my addiction, never did I use racism or racist terms to get at somebody. Never. So I think that when JJ was speaking about that, I don't think that she was attacking anyone for their addiction. Well, actually, no, not I don't think I know she wasn't. She wasn't attacking someone for having been in addiction. She wasn't attacking someone for their past. She was just saying one thing does not have to do with the other, right? What because you're in addiction, because you're in a bad place, because the people may have been making your life hell, it does not excuse racism being used. You could have called them a piece of shit. You could have called them whatever you wanted. That was her point, and I think that everyone missed that point. She wasn't bashing anyone for their past. She wasn't bashing someone else for their spouse's activities or things they said. She was just trying to say there's no excuse for that. For that being said, you could have said anything else. It was uploaded to YouTube, so that's what we were aware of. We weren't aware of the history between the people because that wasn't available or brought to YouTube. She was only made aware, we were only made aware of the things that were posted and uploaded to YouTube. I'm not here to dog anybody out. I'm just trying to clarify that because it's been said, oh, people's past has been used against them. I would never do that. And I would never allow that on my panel because my past has been used and weaponized against me. I have spoken up for Marissa so many times because I don't think that she's should be held accountable for what her husband does. If she's not there saying, yeah, that's right, if she's not actively speaking these words, participating, she should not be. And JJ has also said the same things, but what was said by him is not okay. The racist remarks are not okay. And I think that that's what JJ was saying. And when I rarely speak about racism, which is very unfortunate because I have the right to speak about racism. But I try not to because I know that that is a heavy, heavy subject like politics, religion. People get outraged, right? I have the right to speak about racism. I have the right, okay? Everyone has the right to speak up against racism. And nobody should be able to tell a minority, and especially, please, not a Black person, that they can't feel validated or they can't speak about racism that they feel they've encountered and experienced. So, on that note, I want to say to Real, I apologize if I've ever minimized or didn't pay attention to your feelings of being targeted solely out of racism because of that. So I apologize for that. You know, I'm not here to, that's all I'm going to say on that. I apologize if I've ever, I don't think I have, but if I've ever done that, made you feel that way, I apologize for that. Okay. So my point in recording this video is to try to make people see where we're coming from. You know, it's not okay to tell us what we can talk about, what I can talk about on my channel, that I need to shut up if I've never said anything months ago. You have no idea of my life, my perspective, things I've been through. So you have no right to tell me when and where I can speak about something. I've never done that to anyone else, and I will never do that to anyone else. And I will not allow anyone to do that to me ever, ever again. You have the right to support me. You have the right not to support me. That's fine and dandy. Do that. You don't want to, you can unsubscribe. You can do whatever you want. You cannot tell me what I need to talk about on my channel. Because if you want to call me a hypocrite or whatever, your hypocrisy is showing as well. Don't say that you stand up for right is right and wrong is wrong, and you're freaking dogging me out, right? For not speaking at a certain time, for not mentioning names, but then you go and you're defending someone else that is your friend for doing the same thing I was doing, right? They're good people. You can't tell people when they should speak on things. Really? Really? That's pretty funny. Just you in my chat doing just that. I'm over it. I'm over it. And the blatant lies. JJ and Jackie have a secret Discord. No, they don't. They're not even in a Discord together. This is what I'm talking about. You don't like her. All this timing, right? All of a sudden, JJ and Jackie have a secret Discord together. Where? Show us. Because y'all saying it like it's a fact, right? They're in a secret Discord together. Where? Because I know a lot of Discords we were in. A lot of them people were in them Discords too. Way back when, right? Stop it with that shit. Cut it out with that shit. That shit is corny. Every couple of months, recycling the same fucking story over and over again without any proof, right? But every couple of months, we're going to recycle the same story to see if maybe this time it'll stick. No, cut it out. You don't like us? Don't mess with us. That's it. But the actively trying to get everyone to pull support from us as if we've doxed people, as if we've gone real life, right? Because those are things that people, right? You shouldn't support somebody who's a doxer, somebody who goes real life, somebody who targets people for no reason. We haven't done that because we have a difference of opinion, because you may not like us. Going into DMs to tell people, oh, you shouldn't go on panel with Cyndi, with Selfie and JJ. Oh my God, that's not a good look. Oh my God, you shouldn't support them. Why? You don't have to support us. You don't have to support us. But going and actively trying to tell others not to support us, going into DMs, planting little seeds of things that's not true. I don't do that. I don't do that. And you know what? It says more about you than it does us. It says more about you. I don't do that. If I don't support you, I don't support you. I bounce. I don't go and tell people, oh my God, don't support them. Don't support them. I don't do that. I don't do that. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. There was so much more I wanted to say. I did want to show some screenshots, and I may do that. I may upload another video showing screenshots of the hypocrisy, right? Since I'm such a hypocrite. Oh my God, Selfie's such a hypocrite. We all have been hypocrites in some situations and instances, right? Because we like somebody, we're friends with somebody. So, no, don't tell them they have to speak up. That may not be their character. Yeah, I said that. I said that, right? But that wasn't okay when I said it, right? When I said we can't force people to speak up, we don't know their point of view, their life experience. But that was a crime punishable by cancellation, right? Somebody else talks up and says and dictates, tries to dictate what somebody else, how somebody else should respond when they were personally attacked for months. And we're going to dictate how they should react, right? Get a little pushback. And now, ghost. I've stood my ground no matter who's come at me. The other night, when it was overwhelming, right? People kept asking the same question over and over and over again, doing those tactics that police do, right? When they're interrogating someone, they'll ask the person a question. The person gives them their answer. The cops will ask that same question again. Person gives the same answer. The cop will change the question, the words around, right? And will continue to do this until they break down this person being interrogated and until they're given the answer that they wanted all along, right? Some cops, we've seen that happen in some interrogation videos. They'll continue to badger the person for hours at a time, right? Until the person finally relents and confesses, right? That is kind of how it felt in my chat the other night. Sorry. You're going to keep continuing to ask the same question because the answer that we were giving wasn't the one you wanted. It wasn't good enough for you. And there was a point where I was going to end my life. And I said, no, I'm not going to end my life. I'm not. I'm not going to tuck my tail and run. I'm going to stand here because I have the right to my opinion. Whether you agree with it or not, I have the right to my opinion. And I was overwhelmed for a moment and I wanted to end my life, but I didn't. I didn't. And I'm glad that I didn't because my life ended on a great note. We started laughing. You know, it was great. I will never ever allow anyone to run me off. I'm sorry. I won't. You don't have to like me. That's fine. You will not run me off the internet for having a differing opinion. Now, if I do something that's harmful to somebody, then I deserve my ass handed to me. But for having an opinion that you don't agree with, no, it's not okay. It's not okay. And I've said there will be zero tolerance for the bullshit. Now, don't misunderstand. Criticism is more than welcome. I trust me. I don't delete comments from my comment section. I don't do any of that. But you're not going to come in demanding that I speak on what you want me to speak on. No, you can ask, you can't demand. And if you come in disrespectful, I will block your. I will. I was gonna curse. I'm trying not to curse. I will block you. It's my channel. I have the right. I have 3 people blocked on my channel. 3. There's some people have so many people blocked they can't even keep track. So please do not tell me who I can block on my channel. That's not going to fly either. That's not going to fly. Coming in attacking people who are in my chat because they were in another person's chat, that's not going to fly ever again. I always try to make my chat a safe place for everyone. You're not going to do that. You're not going to come in. You're never in my chat, and you're going to come in and attack people that come into my chat because they were, oh, you supported such and such. So what? Who are you? The YouTube police? Don't do that. Don't do that. Because you wouldn't like it done to you or to your friends. You wouldn't like it. You're not going to do it, not in my chat. What happens outside of my chat is out of my control. What happens in my chat and on my channel is 100% in my control. And I'm not going to allow it ever again. So I hope I made myself clear. I know there was a lot of things, other things I did want to speak on. Again, I may upload another video showing the receipts, right? I may show the receipts. I'm done being disrespected. I'm done having people tell me what I can speak on, when I can speak on it. I'm done. I am grown. I've always respected people, tried to show people respect, and I will still continue to do that. But I will not be told what to do on my channel. I will not be told. And I will not be told that JJ does not belong on my channel, that she's damaging my channel. I don't care. I don't care what anyone thinks. You have no idea of how much JJ has helped me to learn to be more assertive. She has helped me. She is my friend, my real life friend. And I will never turn my back on her for anyone. I'm sorry. Me and JJ may not always agree. We are complete opposites. We are. She said it many times. But I respect her being honest and open every time. I respect that, and I will always respect that, whether I agree with her opinion or not. She is my friend. If I have something to say to JJ, I will talk to her privately. Never, ever, ever will I disrespect my friend. I've never done it to anybody else who was once my friend that isn't my friend anymore. Never come here and disrespected any of them because I valued them, and I will always give them that respect. Always give them that respect, no matter what, because they were once my friend. How I do in real life is how I do here. That's just who I am, right? I'm not perfect. Trust me. Flawed as fuck. But I'm not a fake person. I don't pretend to support someone when I don't. I don't do that. I don't love bomb people and then go to other chats and bash them, talk shit about them. I don't do that either. If I don't support you, if I don't mess with you, I don't mess with you. You won't see me in your chat. You won't see me do that. Why? I'm not an opportunist. I'm not. If I was, trust me, I know I could have grown my channel. Trust me. If I wanted to fit in with the popular opinion and it was all about doing that, I could have done that. I could have been monetized already. But I will not change who I am inherently in my soul. I can't do that. Okay? I'm far from perfect. I've made so many mistakes here online. I have. But I've never been fake. I've never been fake, and I've never been a liar. My point of view on things may have changed. Yes. My opinions may have changed. Yes. Have I been biased in some situations? Yes. Have I been a hypocrite in some situations? Yes. I have. But I've never sat up here and said, oh my God, these people are such hypocrites and I'm so much better. Never. I've been a hypocrite and I work on it every day not to be that way. I do. I've been biased and I work every day to be better. But there's certain situations I will always have a bias. It's true. When it comes to JJ, I always have a bias. I will. When it comes to Wildflower, yeah, I'll have a bias. I will. When it comes to my friends, I'm gonna have a bias, but I'll try to work on it. And when I do, I'll be honest about it. I will. I will. And then when I make mistakes, I will come here and I will apologize and I will own up to it. I will. Guys, I'm going to end this recording because, listen, okay? I will try to record another video when I'm alone. If you already know, you already know, okay? I apologize. Um, I love you all. I will upload another video, continuation of this one, okay? I love you all. Thank you for listening. Bye, guys.